You want to know how to be the man she can never replace? You don't do it by chasing her. You don't do it by being nice. You don't do it by morphing into whatever she wants. You do it by becoming a man so rare, so grounded, so untouchable that you haunt her memory forever. Most men will never become this man. They will die as footnotes in someone else's story. But if you have the guts to hear the truth, to do what most men will never do, this is how you become irreplaceable. First, let's burn the bullshit. You're not the prize just because you exist. You're not irreplaceable just because you want to be. She can and will replace any man who doesn't give her a reason to remember him. If your only value is that you were available, nice, and a little bit charming, she'll forget you by next weekend. Every woman has a graveyard of men who thought they were the one. A digital morgue of exes, orbiters, good guys, and former lovers she can barely remember. You want to stand out? You want to be the man she regrets losing? You need to become a man who doesn't fit the script. And that starts with never chasing her approval. Most men are running the same tired game. Buy her things. Compliment her constantly. Never disagree. Say what you think she wants to hear. Make yourself endlessly available. That's not love, that's servitude. A woman can smell desperation like blood in the water. If you make her the center of your world, if you orbit her life hoping to be picked, you're just another planet, replaceable, predictable, forgettable. Irreplaceable men, they have gravity. They are their own universe. You want her to never forget you? Burn the blueprint. Stop being what every other man is. The most powerful men don't chase women. They build kingdoms. Your work, your health, your passions, your mission. These things aren't side quests to love. They're the main storyline. If your life is empty without her, you are replaceable. If you have nothing going on, no ambition, no discipline, no fire, she'll leave and she'll be right to. But if your life is so full, so magnetic, so disciplined, that a woman has to fight for a spot in it, she will never forget you. You become the adventure, not the pit stop. A man who makes a woman his purpose is a man she will forget. A man who makes his purpose his obsession is a man she will chase, remember, and regret losing. You want to know why women obsess over the ones who got away? Because those men never made her the center of their world. They were building, creating, risking. She had to earn her place at their table. Don't text her good morning before you've earned your own respect for the day. Don't cancel plans for her. Don't bend over backwards to please her. Be the man she has to keep up with. If she feels you'd survive and thrive without her, she will do anything to be the exception. The world is full of men with no spine. Men who tolerate disrespect, games, hot and cold affection. Men who beg for attention, apologize for having standards, shrink to fit into a woman's life. You want to be irreplaceable? You need to become a master of self-respect. That means never tolerate disrespect. The first time she crosses a line, you call it out. The second time, you walk away. No drama, no negotiation, no explanation. She needs to know that access to you is a privilege, not a right. Never let her take your kindness for weakness. Never let her confusion become your problem. When you are willing to walk away at any moment, you become the rarest man she's ever met. Boundaries are not for controlling others. They're for protecting yourself. If she flakes, disrespects, belittles, or tries to manipulate, you don't argue, you don't explain, you don't fight for her understanding. You leave. You have to be more committed to your boundaries than to her approval. The world will tell you to compromise, to be patient, to understand her behavior. That's how ordinary men end up destroyed. The man she never forgets is the man who refuses to be treated like an option. Want to haunt her long after you're gone? Never be afraid to disappear. Most men are terrified of silence. They blow up her phone, try to fix every problem, explain themselves to oblivion. But the man who is willing to walk away, no threats, no theatrics, just a closed door, that man leaves a scar. She will wonder why you never chased, why you never begged, why you didn't fight to stay. She will compare every man after you to your absence, and none will measure up. If she doesn't value your presence, make her feel your absence. You know why most men are forgettable? Because they'll do anything for a shot. They drop their standards the second a pretty face gives them attention. They put up with games, disrespect, and chaos just to keep a woman in their life. You want to be irreplaceable? You need unbreakable standards. You never settle for less than you give. You never tolerate confusion, manipulation, or disrespect. You make it clear, The cost of being in your life is honesty, respect, loyalty, and growth. If she can't deliver, she's gone. That's not arrogance, that's self-preservation. The man with standards is the man who stands out. Most men have no discipline. They give in to every urge, every emotion, every woman who shows them attention. You want to stand out? Be a man of discipline. Wake up early. Hit the gym, stack your money, pursue your passions, take risks. Do what you say you'll do. Keep your word. Move in silence. Don't be the man who talks about his dreams. Be the man who's already living them. A disciplined man is a rare man. A rare man is unforgettable. Most men are terrified of being alone. They bounce from woman to woman, never stopping long enough to figure out who they are. You want to haunt her forever? Be the man who can walk alone. Build a life that makes solitude a superpower, not a punishment. When you're good by yourself, you don't settle for anyone who brings chaos into your peace. A woman knows when a man is happy on his own. It terrifies her and attracts her more than anything. You become the standard by refusing to be afraid of your own company. Women remember the man who brings peace to her storm. Every other man will get sucked into her drama, try to fix her emotions, lose himself in her problems. You want to be the one she never forgets? Be unshakable. Let her bring the storm, you stay calm. Let her test you, you stand tall. Never react, never lose your cool, never fight for control. She'll test you with silence, with anger, with games. The man who keeps his peace, who never lets her shake his center, that man haunts her dreams forever. Let me say it again, you want to be irreplaceable? Never chase. If she wants to walk, you let her walk. If she wants you, she knows where to find you. Never beg for love, never grovel for affection. Never make her your world. You need her to choose you. You choose yourself. A woman never forgets the man who never needed her validation to feel whole. If you're tired of being just another name in her phone, if you want to be the one she regrets losing, if you're ready to be the man who sets the standard for her entire life, subscribe to the Closure Club, because here we don't just become memorable, we become irreplaceable. If you watch till the end, you're already in the rarest brotherhood, a man willing to demand more of himself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for rising above the ordinary. See you in the next one.